6:28 p.m. Tuesday, July 27th, 2021, episode number 874 of Yeah Dude. My name is Jonathan, and this is Seth. Hello, Seth.
It's like a dream to be back. Living a dream being back. Episode 874 of Yeah Dude. America through the eyes of two American Americans. I've got two pillows right there for you.
Thank you very much. Fuck my back up.
Oh, you did?
Thank you very much.
All right. Don't worry about that.
Appointment tomorrow.
Don't worry about it.
Masseuse and my chiropractor.
Oh, double dip.
Tough.
Get some fucking good cracks in there. Get that Y strap on you.
You get an adjustment before a massage, you get a massage before an adjustment.
Are you asking?
I'm asking.
I don't know. That's going to be a...
I have to decide every week.
Every week.
I have to decide.
It's an explosive day of healing.
They work in the same building. So I'm lucky.
Cup you while that's going on. Do all three. I'm going to cup him.
Is that cool?
Is that cool? Now, since the last time we got together, in Jerry OConnell news, we had talked about Pictionary. We talked about him. I was maybe from the camp that he couldn't host his own show.
Wasn't capable?
Wasn't capable of it, but
didn't have what it took.
Didn't have the chops of what it took. But in the time since I've last seen you, he's been signed on as the permanent co-host on The Talk, being the first male. He semi-regularly will fill in. I watched an episode where it was a couple of the women, and it was Mark McGrath and Jerry OConnell. So you're getting
Jerry
a real...
in here for Mark.
I wanted a Jerry and Mark podcast.
One-on-one.
1v1 podcast. So you've got The Talk. You've got...
So he's hosting Pictionary.
He hosts Pictionary. Well, okay. No. He is now the permanent co-host of The Talk. Cheryl Underwood, Carrie Ann Aniba,
right there,
Elaine
every
Welteroth,
morning.
and Amanda Klutz, new permanent co-host.
And Jerry OConnell.
Now, when I'm watching him last week...
So he's at the table?
Baby, he's in the chair.
Chopping it up.
Chopping it up with four extraordinary women and Jerry, who, when they were talking about, how do you feel about public grooming, pan over to Jerry, foot up on the chair, cutting his toenails on CBS on The Talk. What? Public grooming? No. Sorry. Jerry, you got me on the cusp of madness. Seeing you cut your toenails on TV took me to the precipice. And then Jonathan and I watching you fuck up on Pictionary sent it over the edge. So I say to myself, you've got to choose your battles, Seth. You're trying to get healthy. Can I be honest? I'm trying to get healthy. And by that, I mean mentally. Trying to stay away from some things. So I was like, I don't need to do this.
To myself.
I spoke my piece on the podcast. I'm not going to do this to myself. But it's on every day. And so every day I'm tempted to dip in. So
to Pictionary.
Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. I get through the first week. I feel I'm golden.
I don't have to.
But what happens all weekend? I got Pictionary on the brain. Because it's syndicated, you can't the episodes are like fucking, it's like a sandcastle. They're like, in a time when everything is forever, a syndicated daytime game show, it happens like when it happens, and then it's like, it's literally gone forever. I don't even think I think they burn the tapes. So I dip in, and on the very first episode I dip in on, which I showed Jonathan, he done fucked up and awarded a couple in a huge way. Yeah, not a like trip to Lake Placid, and he fucked up.
The jackpot round.
All we need to do is this person draws a gold mine perfectly. I see a pickaxe. I see a cave. We're right there. And Ross, I don't want to even call him Ross the intern anymore. Ross Matthews, you know him from RuPaul, from Drew Barrymore. Ross is locked in. Ross goes mining, cave mining, oil mining, coal mining. And Jerry hears coal mining.
And he says,
you got it. You got it, baby.
Gold mining.
You said it. Ross clearly knows he didn't. He just sort of packs his bags, The couple are jumping up and down. Jonathan and I watch it 30 times in a row. No one ever said the word or phrase that was drawn for us. I think that's the point of the game Pictionary. You got to say it.
Yeah.
If you don't say what the person is drawing, do you win the jackpot?
Yeah.
In Jerry's world, in Jerry's fucked up world, you do. So we now live in a world where you just host a game show. If the people say the clue or not, you just scream out what the clue is. If they said something similar, and that's all you need these days. In 2021, just be in the ballpark, and you're going to Lake Placid, baby.
Now,
unbelievable.
I'm sorry. Where did Ross the intern get his start? Where was he an intern?
Tonight Show. He was like on with Jay Leno, and they would send him out. And now he's like
everywhere.
It's amazing. Kudos to Ross. Kudos to Jerry?
Sure.
Well, for this couple, great.
What about his insane run that he's on right now?
On top of the world. So you cut your toenails on live TV, and by doing that, you were given a permanent co-hosting gig on the show, and then you got another show. You had a canceled show that no one watched, so you got another one, and then you give prizes away when people don't get it. You seem to not be doing well at your jobs, yet you're being promoted.
Yeah, I guess.
And that's interesting. That's an interesting way to live. To do it wrong.
Well, it's great.
It's a great way to live. Succeeding by wrongness. The Jerry O'Connell story. The man screamed gold mine and pointed at Ross. And Ross was like, I didn't say that. And the other couple was like, we're going to Lake Placid. And because if you don't win, you literally get a Pictionary box game. And like one couple didn't win. They got like a $35 Target coffee maker. Like, I mean, you saw how fucking low rent this is. Thank you for playing. You guys won $1,000 and here's a coffee maker. It's $36 at Target. Thank you for driving here. Well, it was $40 in gas. It was $15 to park in this lot. So we're out $60. You just gave me a $40 coffee maker? Yeah. And if you can't win on this game with him hosting, you got to be dumb. Because the way Jerry plays it, you win no matter what you say.
You're going to win.
You're going to win. So if you don't win, you draw bad. You draw bad.
I thought, the only thing about this particular incident is that the dude is killing it so hard that I didn't feel bad that he won because I'm like,
the drawer,
like this guy.
That's what they call them, drawers. The drawer was so good at drawing.
Yeah.
And everyone else was so bad at getting it, except Ross, who is great at saying rhyming words. And for Jerry, you just got to rhyme the clue. Fine dining. Got it. Gold mine. Fine dine.
Yeah, well.
Jerry, I fought to not have you send me over the edge. And what you did to me, it really shook the foundation of how I live my life, which is correct. I thought, you don't have to do this to yourself. Seth, just do one. And when I got that, I was like, oh, this is deep state syndicated conspiracy.
This is cute.
This is cute. Because you can't fight something, go into it, and then watch him fuck up. You can't fuck up as LeVar Burton don't fuck up on Jeopardy. I'll tell you that right now. If someone's trying to say what is gold mining and you said what is fine dining, LeVar Burton wouldn't scream, "You won Jeopardy!"
I think the stakes are maybe not quite as...
The stakes for me are all the same, baby. From top to bottom.
Now...
Oh, I'm so mad.
Maybe you need to watch Stand By Me and just
go back to get back in the mindset.
A picture of him, just who he is and who he was.
Simpleton times. Or maybe I should just start fucking up and
seeing if you get
seeing what happens.
You get
wow.
rewarded.
This is great. Yeah, I've been like doing it wrong, everything, answering wrong, and it's amazing. It seems to be working.
Working out for me.
It's working out for me. I just do it wrong, loudly. Well,
we'll see.
Couldn't hack it as a talk show host. They gave him a game show, and he fucked up the first episode I watched. So where are we at? Permanent co-host.
But also, we live in a time when that doesn't get... We don't run it back.
It's just because
the fucking producer doesn't go like, okay, listen.
Yeah, can we?
Like, we need to talk about this.
We just filmed that.
We're going to give you 10 more seconds. Yeah. We're going to give you a different clue.
We'll redo the whole 45 seconds.
This was fucked up because
our host
Jerry fucked up.
Jerry fucked up again. It's fine. He's permanent co-host of the talk. How? He cut his toenails for Seth.
I think there's also that.
There's no time. We're just moving. We're sharks.
We gotta move on.
Just moving forward. Who's here?
I mean, you
Jerry's
know that
here.
somebody figured it out besides you. Or do you think no one's figured this out?
Oh,
do you think they all think he said gold mine?
Like all at dinner.
You're the only person that's like, he didn't say gold mine.
Ordering wrong drinks. Let's go. Let me have a Hawaiian Island iced tea. You mean a Long Island iced tea? I don't know. Who fucking cares? What's anything? We're all gonna die, right? So what's the difference? Order your drink. Anything you want. Have a gin and hummus? You mean a gin and tonic? I don't know. You tell me. I'm Jerry. Stand by me. Stand by me.
Jerry O'Donnell.
Live by me. Just fucked up. It's just amazing.
After 17 million gallons of raw sewage were discharged into the ocean off of Los Angeles beaches, county officials waited hours before notifying the public to avoid swimming in areas potentially affected by high levels of bacteria. Now, this delay occurred even though officials from the Los Angeles County Department of Health, which is responsible for notifying the public, were at the Hyperion Water Reclamation Plant in Playa del Rey during the emergency discharge procedure that began Sunday evening and ended Monday around 4:30 a.m., according to interviews. Public health officials posted a beach closure advisory on their website urging residents to avoid swimming at Dockweiler and El Segundo beaches and shared the notification on Twitter at 5:30 p.m. on Monday. Officials and environmental experts said such a delay puts the public at risk and that the county needs to improve its protocols for notification and testing.
Yeah? Hey, we put it on the website.
Well, at the end of the... But even 48 hours later.
You know what I always do when I'm going to hit the beach? I always like go on the website of the area like reclamation plants.
Yeah, and just see.
Are you
guys dumping shit today or no?
Dumping shit from like 4 in the afternoon until 5 the next morning. How much was it?
Well, how much was what?
Were they,
17 million gallons of raw sewage.
So a gallon would be a gallon of milk. So how many of those? 17 of those? 17 million of them. Just dung, 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 dung. How long does it? One. Two. So 17 million of them, and then your kids. We finally get to leave the house. Open my eyes. LASIK.
I'm going snorkeling.
I got LASIK. I want to see. And then they go swimming.
A press release posted on the LA County Department of Public Health webpage is not good enough, said Shelley Luce.
Thank you, Shelley.
Lucci, President and Chief Executive of Heal the Bay. County officials should have begun informing the public early Monday via social media, she said, adding, it's time for a better protocol.
Yeah.
Now, this plant is directly across the street from the beach.
Would it have been like wild to just stick somebody on the beach?
Be like, don't do this.
Hey, I work for...
Put signs up. Go hammer some signs in the beach.
I mean, there's a few things you could do.
Besides
besides nothing.
Besides posting on the website?
Besides nothing. One would be you send a dude down there, and when people start to run to the beach, hey, oh, stop. Why? Don't tell me what to do. Oh, no, it's not about that. It's not a mass thing. I'm not trying to, hey, come on now. It's just about like shit in your eyes. Let me tell you about it.
Children's eyeballs.
Your kids' eyeballs.
On a jog in her El Segundo neighborhood, Corey Zuppo's head hurt and her eyes were watering. She blamed the symptoms on noxious fumes from nearby Hyperion Water Reclamation Plant, which is undergoing at least a month of repairs after discharging 17 million gallons of water into the ocean. Now, other residents have complained of rashes, nausea, burning eyes. The Los Angeles Sanitation and Environment Department, which runs the plant, announced that it would reimburse El Segundo residents for air conditioners if they stay in their homes or hotel vouchers if they would rather leave. For Zuppo and others, including El Segundo city officials and LA City Controller Ron Galperin, that's not enough. They want answers on why the plant was so overwhelmed by debris that it had to release a massive amount of sewage to avoid completely shutting down. They want to know why sanitation officials took so long to disclose the spill.
I do. I want to know. I want to know why people are riding their bikes now and they're like, oh, I'm burning up inside.
That's so nasty.
It's like the event begins happening on Sunday night.
So Saturday afternoon. No, sorry. On Sunday night it happens.
It's so like an evening.
By crack of dawn Monday.
Yeah. People watching like John Oliver, it's like, you'd think around midnight that the plan would be like, we can't let anyone. As soon as the morning. If it's directly across the street, so however long the plant is, so it's all going, at least for one stretch, that's the hottest stretch right here of like the most potent stretch. You would just do something to like, do something. So me and Amir are with our boards Monday morning. Amir finally gets me to go surfing for the first time.
Catching that first swell.
Catch my first fucking swell. Like McNamara looking for that 100-foot shit wave. Tow me out. Yeah, I want to get fucking towed out because that's where it's really at.
Where the pipe.
That's the fecal pipe.
Pipe opening is.
Right. It's right here in the swell. Get right in the swell. You just jump in a toilet in your house. Just tell us. What the fuck?
Tell us.
Just tell us.
Tell us better and sooner.
Tell us. We posted it. Where?
On our website.
Website.
Come on.
On the Dockweiler Beach website?
Not even.
Oh, on the reclamation plant. I'm always on the reclamation plant's website. Always checking to see it. Oh, my God.
It's fucking rough.
It's so fucking rough. I'll get something that'll lift your spirits, though.
Okay.
HBO Max has handed Jason Momoa and professional rock climber Chris Sharma their rock climbing competition series, The Climb, in 8-episode order. The Climb seeks to represent the foundations of rock climbing and the exploration of the human spirit. In this all-encompassing competition, amateur climbers are put through a rigorous series of mental and physical challenges utilizing the most intimidating ascents in the world to crown the world's best amateur climber. It's on a streamer, so that ain't network. So people falling? Cussing and falling? Breaking? Cussing and breaking?
What denotes a professional versus a amateur climber? There's no league, is there?
There's well, you gotta if you're not sponsored by North Face, you an amateur as far as I'm concerned.
So it's about sponsorship.
You don't get free North Face sweatshirts, you're amateur. Now if you did this right, we'd be free soloing and we'd be sending people up and the waivers would be signed. Let's see what you're about.
This is sounds like a brutal, morose show that
I'm
you're
on a
talking about.
streamer, baby. This is HBO Max. This ain't HBO. This ain't your mama's HBO. What you about? You amateur? You look like it. You
wanna
ain't got
die?
a North Face. You want to die for the entertainment?
Sign this.
Sign it. Now,
I think this might be good as it is.
just watching people climb up rocks would be good as it is.
With Jason Momoa cheering them on.
I guess shirtless Momoa, but like watching a bunch of amateurs without North Face sweatshirts climb up rocks.
With a rope.
Ooh. Wow. Wow, I've been watching this show for 45 minutes. He made it up 7 feet. He put the thing in here, and then they tied it here, and he made it all the way over 7 feet to the
You're only
left.
interested in rock climbing.
I want
if
it
you can
real.
Die
I
from it.
want the element of breakage.
Of death.
Breakage. Now, Chris Sharma, he's from Santa Cruz, California. His parents were devotees of the yogi Baba Haridas. I'll go for I'd rather watch I'll watch 8 episodes of that fucking shit first before I watch these motherfucking amateurs break their ankles. In March, he was born in March of 1923, the Baba Haridas. Passed away in September of 2018. In 1952, he took a continual vow of silence. He just walked around with a small chalkboard and chalk and went 56 years without speaking. Can I get a little bit on that? We're going to send him up the mountain. He's gone. His son, we're going to send a Baba Haridas's kid. I want to see him with his chalkboard, telling people what's up. Not people like, ow, when they swing.
You missed it.
There'll be a lot of that.
You missed it.
Missed it. Okay, next. Ooh, Great. So just be amateurs in non-North Face sweatshirts, swinging and going, for 8 episodes. I mean, listen, I'm not Jason Momoa. I don't have the vision of a Momoa. Like to see him climb. A big shot. Jared Leto going to be a little celebrity guest?
Well, I mean, Momoa's a climber, right?
I know he was like, when he was like free solo, he was like part of that somehow. I don't know if that's just like.
No, he's up in there.
Is he, or is he just like, that was so dope?
Like
so
a groupie?
He's a groupie. I'm Aquaman. Yeah, that's like the ocean. This is like kind of like rocks that go up.
I think
Like
he's
different.
a mountain climber.
What about Leto? Is Leto going to show up?
I don't know.
Judge?
Is he even allowed to show up anywhere right now? I think he might still be like on timeout.
He's on a timeout. Okay. You're thinking Franco or Leto?
Franco. I'm thinking Franco.
I always confuse Franco with Leto. Jay Franco, Jay Leto.
Jay Leno.
Jay Leno. Who's on a timeout? All 3. They're all guest judges on Jason Momoa's new fucking rock climbing show. Leto? He loves to climb, dude. He's out. He's out with Honnold. He gets out, dude, in Nevada. And just free solos. You should see his fucking hands. Dude, they look like catcher's mitts. They're so fucking...
Well, this is them. This is Chris Sharma and Jason Momoa for Climbing Magazine, Climbing Malibu Creek, which is like where my homie Sam goes all the time.
Okay.
Yeah, they're fucking... He's a avid climber.
He's a climber. All right.
Avid climber.
Avid climber. Well, he's got a show now. So a lot of people do avid things. Let's get more shows. What do you like to do?
Me?
Yeah, avidly. You want an 8-episode show?
Yeah.
Tell me what you do. I don't give a fuck. Be better than watching people go,
I've been avidly doing this for a long time. Guitar.
Out of 8 episodes here, Jason.
Mr. Momoa.
Mr. Momoa. Fuck. We'll see. The climb.
In New York City, the city that never sleeps, could finally actually start living up to this name under a proposal for 24-hour entertainment districts where revelers could party all night. The city's Office of Nightlife is recommending that officials identify areas with low residential density where a limited 24-hour program could be tested. detailed in a 160-page report.
That's a lot of pages.
The Office of Nightlife was created in 2017. Amsterdam, Tokyo, Santiago de Cali in Colombia have all implemented 24-hour party districts.
I wonder they must have a report of how they went.
They probably went awesome.
They probably went off. I'm waiting back. It's a 160-page report. They better fucking have dedicated at least a couple pages to the impact of these.
What do you mean the impact?
What is that? How is that? Is that work? Is that...
Fuck yeah, it works.
Yeah. It does it. We need to know this.
It must.
If
Why
they're
wouldn't
trying to
it?
implement.
When is something like that not worked? Giving people more
Time.
steam to blow off. More places to blow off steam.
I just mean, you got to keep these people in their houses. You shut things down at 10, don't let them come back out till 6. You let people go out, and then they're out, and they're looking.
They're looking for...
Trouble, capital T. Talk to Tokyo. I don't know. We'll find
Tokyo.
out. How long
Get Tokyo on the horn.
This report is like so fucking
It's a lot
long.
of pages.
Is it work or not? It's 160 pages. I prefer you to read every page. Can't. Literally can't. Too much to watch. Can't read it.
I really like the name...
What is it? Party
Office of
down?
Nightlife.
Office of Nightlife. I'm the director. It's like a sketch. What? Yeah, New York City. Really though? What does that mean?
I'm the chief officer of director of
COO
Nightlife.
of Party Down Productions. I think it will work. It's time we get back to basics.
I mean, we're so close with New York and New Orleans and places
They're
like
up
that.
all the time anyway. So what the fuck's
Just
the
let it
difference?
rip.
What are these regions though they want to do it in? I mean, you just got to let it.
Non-resident. Well, I don't know where any place that isn't residentially
People don't like
dense
live. Yeah.
in New York.
Yeah. People live there. There's like 8 million people on like 9 blocks.
So I don't know if that means
I guess they're
like
going to have to just apologize to that neighborhood. Sorry. We are 24-hour party people now.
Right
Sorry.
here.
Right here.
here's your voucher.
Yeah. Here's a report. Read it if you want. Worked in Amsterdam. But did it? Is Amsterdam working or not working? Because I know they get
Amsterdam
crazy.
had some problems, but that was mostly from
Is that drugs?
well,
Prostitution?
junkies. Prostitution
work?
seems to be fine.
It's all good.
The hash and marijuana cafes seem to be fine, but then there was like this massive backlash from super conservative or conservatives that didn't want to be known as a drug destination. So then they came back and started kind of. I mean, there's still a black market for drugs, and that causes problems.
Okay.
So that
They
is
still have that red light district. Does that still go off?
I mean, I would think. I mean, I don't know about like in the last year and a half, just
Yeah.
because of, but I would think that it was
Thriving.
up until that time.
Yeah.
I walked through it once, and I was.
Impressed.
Well, that's not the word I would use. I was like,
Enthralled.
I was overwhelmed,
Overwhelmed.
and not like a holy cow, like kind of
Holy cow. What? Jonathan just walked through and he stopped and said, holy cow.
Seemed pretty brutal to me.
Okay.
It seemed pretty brutal. Really, it was brutal. It is brutal.
Brutal.
It's brutal. It's brutal.
All right.
There's no other word for it. There's definitely nefarious, activity going on behind the scenes, and the way that this thing is structured just doesn't feel right.
Okay. Safe?
Within reason.
Okay. Thought that was the idea. We'd set up
That was the idea.
an area for adults for the safety of adults to engage in completely legal, loving, safe behavior. But you're saying the elements in the surrounding areas were nefarious and brutal, not enchanting and enthralling. I would say enchanting. Jonathan just said "holy cow" in
whole
there.
time.
Get him, Balderdash.
Um,
I'd like to.
it was a lot.
It's a lot.
The kind of thing that I was like, I guess maybe, I don't know what it is. The people I was with, I would have expected to react more strongly to it than I did, and they didn't. And I was like, am I the...
Strongly
No, just more like, what the fuck?
What the fuck?
But they were like kind of just like oogling it all.
Dancing, and you were scared.
I can't talk about this.
Get that new Coke. Have a
What's
sip.
up with that? Oh, man, my fucking...
Oh, man, you did some
pain.
damage, huh? Were you climbing? You were climbing, huh? My moch and I were climbing.
Reaching for the
Lisa,
peak.
my moch.
I think this is done.
Shit, I might have to get you another one. Fuck that shit. I can't believe you drank the whole thing.
It's fucking good, that's why.
That's that...
Brand new Coke Classic.
Coke Zero, they eliminated. The best drink you could get. They changed it to Coca-Cola Zero Sugar. Got a new
Seth
can,
talk
got a
shit.
new formula.
I think it tastes like Coke. Like actual
Coca-Cola.
Coca-Cola. And that's what they were going for. And that's what they succeeded at. And what we're realizing is that there's a whole space of beverage that people have become accustomed to the taste of zero sugar and the whatever that
burn my Zero heads. They want to
people
harshness.
are mad. They want that back. But what I'm saying is, for somebody like me who still partakes in real, in actual soda with sugar,
Coca-Cola,
that this is the closest approximation of a 0-calorie soda that tastes like a sugar soda. Wow. So they have succeeded in that sense, but perhaps at the expense of
true Zero heads.
The Zero heads.
That's a little soft for me. That's your.
It doesn't have the burn that's
your children's. That's your children's.
Become accustomed to.
That's more for like a soccer practice for the kids.
A little sipper
Orange
for the
slices
kids.
and some sip of some of that Coca-Cola Zero Sugar for the kids. Yeah, he's talking about that weed. They were yelling on Fox News about weed. Their new thing now is like, some police chief was like, the rise in violent crime is due to marijuana, and they're all like turning on this like. Right now, they're on a marijuana is the cause of every problem. Marijuana. Because you see what's happening. Like, hell in a handbasket, as we legalize state to state to state, you can only correlate.
You see fucking New York saying they won't fucking call the cops or confiscate less than 3 ounces anymore?
Okay, there we go. When is it legal over there yet? What are they doing?
It's not exactly. But I guess you can travel there with it now? And 3 ounces? I was like, that's a fucking grip of weed. That's awesome.
It's a whole Jeep. That's the back of the Jeep. A lot of weed back there.
I gotta say, man, I definitely needed to get my act together. I needed to figure some things out.
In terms of
myself and my life and my drug abuse and my alcoholism.
You had to.
I had to.
You did.
I did. But I really picked a doozy of a time because, like, this shit that's going on right now in like the sacred plant space is like these dudes are getting these like tinctures that are like it's iboga, ayahuasca, and DMT like a dropper like
it's still down to its purest form.
I'm like,
you want 1, 2, or 3
what do
drops.
You want,
let me give you the
like you want a tincture? You want
How would you like it? Put it in a chocolate? I'll tell you exactly how it's going to be. Yeah. Well, I never had a Sparks. So
that's what I'm saying. It's
tough.
Who cares?
It's tough. It's tough. Never had a Sparks. I lived a life without a Sparks.
I never had a Sparks.
What are you gonna do?
I had a Zima. You had a Zima.
I had a Zima.
But the psychedelic.
Oh yeah, the community. That space
right now, and the marijuana.
Oh God.
Which I think kind of closely
Yeah, it's a party.
It's a party.
Yeah, we definitely
missing out on some
sourcing
stuff.
what's happening.
Ketamine nasal sprays. It's like some dope, futuristic, like real.
Damn it.
Interdimensional.
Psilocybin eye drops.
Time travel.
Those are the that's
not the hose ones. Silly.
Fuck. That's Vazine. What? Why does it say Vazine? That's what they named it. And they use the same. Yeah, they use
same font.
It's the exact same font. It's like how they used to do that with edibles. They'd make it look like a whatchamacallit.
Now they do that with
psychedelic
eye drops.
They do that psilocybin eye drops. You had a Vazine. Good night. Oh fuck. I'm Robert Hayes. I played the reluctant pilot of a doomed flight in the classic film Airplane. But in real life, air travel is just as hair-raising. So buckle up. We're about to take off. Fasten your seatbelt. New on A&E. They've just compiled bad behavior at the airport.
Oh, not terrifying, like landings and stuff? People
people, turbulent people, more than
Not
turbulent
turbulent
flights.
flights.
Yeah. Both on the airplane, both in the the terminal and in the area of airplay in that space. They've compiled footage of people acting less than stellar.
How does he
put it on an A&E show?
What's his name again?
Robert Hayes.
How does he look?
He looks exactly like he did in Airplane.
No.
Yep. And
He looks good.
Yep.
He looks great.
I know. And he's here to tell us.
What a
Fasten your seatbelts. I
this
will.
is going down.
Oh, it's going down for real, dog. Lot of major activity going in. What I've learned around in American airports, both on the plane and waiting to board the plane. It's a hot space.
Well, it seems as though
Emotions are hot.
it's been a lot of. I mean, you send me stuff pretty regularly, like
up.
People
cooped up.
some World Star kind of
Cooped up.
situations. It seems as though there's some different
A lot of feet.
life choices, both maybe philosophical, conceptual lifestyle choices
In terms of
that are different for different types of people traveling, and that those kind of two
come
different
together. These people
lifestyles
shouldn't-
cross
they
paths
shouldn't
in an
ever cross
enclosed
paths.
space.
Why are they so close?
And they get upset with one
How
another.
are they sitting next to each other? It's called flying. So you took these two people that in no uncertain terms
Should
ever be in the same state as one another. Yeah, we sit them directly next to each other for 9 hours. And then we watch.
Make them share an armrest.
Yeah, we make them share an armrest, and then we make a TV show out of it. Robert Hayes hosts. How's he look? Great. Yeah, it's tight. It's tight spaces. It's an experiment. It really is. This life that we're living.
I don't want to
Live it.
jump on one of those anytime soon.
No.
Supposed to.
Got to.
We might have to.
You have to.
Well, eventually, but we might have to
Oh, like
sooner than later.
like very soon.
Well, in that same news, the TSA has will once again offer self-defense classes to flight attendants and pilots as the air industry deals with a surge in cases of unruly passengers and sometimes violent behavior on flights. The return of the classes comes after the coronavirus pandemic prevented crew members from receiving the training for more than a year. The Federal Aviation Administration has documented more than 3,000 reports of unruly passengers on flights so far this year. 2,350 of those cases have been tied to mask-wearing disputes.
Oh, wait a minute. That's
a very high percentage.
a lot of numbers.
It has initiated investigations into 487 of those cases, more than triple the 146 cases that were investigated in all of 2019. Quote, with unruly passengers, incidents on the rise, TSA remains committed to equip flight crews with another tool to keep our skies safe, the agency said in a statement. Now, classes are entirely voluntary. They last 4 hours.
Okay.
They are free. And they focus mostly on eye pokes, elbow jabs to the throat, and kicks to the groin.
And then the perineum. Yeah. You learned today. Well.
So of 3,000 reports, 2,300 of them mask-related.
3,000 reports, 2,300 mask rated. That's, and we're right, we're right in that.
What do you mean?
We're in a worse case because those were happening when you had to wear it. Now we've entered into for a second you didn't, now we're back. It's a murkier area, so those will only, when it was cut and dry, you had to wear it and there were that many problems. What happens when, now no one has to wear it. Oh, but now you do again. Oh, well, you
gave that back to me.
That's a new show on A&E called Pandoras Box. It's right after Fasten Your Seatbelt. Fuck. So it really, Kareem Abdul-Jabbar hosts this one. Goes Robert Hayes into Kareem Abdul-Jabbar in back-to-back TV shows. Fasten your seatbelt. And what's Pandora's Box about?
Kareem, because he was the co-pilot on the airplane. It's good, exactly.
So Pandora's Box is basically a show about. It just takes place in airports. It's about how masks were taken away,
and then put back.
And giveth back. Weird show. Yes, it's very specific and it's very wild. Yeah. I mean, the airport you're going to see when you watch this, the people are tired, right? Everyone's tired, anxious, uncomfortable, hungry, thirsty, angry, coming and going from all over, and then they're all put into this
steel tube
Pandora's Box Airlines.
Pandora's
tube, anything is possible. I mean, that is an area, that's a whole place where everybody there is not at their best, let's just say.
No one's at their best,
it's
I
not
wouldn't
just
say.
that they've not woken from a fresh nap at home.
I would say no one is at their best.
No, they're not dressed their best.
People are trying. Some people are trying
their best.
But no one is at their best.
How come
and
your shoes are not on
trying.
that well? Your shoes are not on their best.
Well, because they don't want
By not being on.
Yeah, they don't like.
Want to get those feet out. Want to Jerry O'Connell it.
As soon as they get into that fucking plane, those bad boys come off.
Yeah, comes O'Connell. Boom. If I'll do it on TV, I'll cut my toenails on TV. I'll do it on the airplane. Yep. So, can you tell you about cannabis?
What about it?
It was first domesticated around 12,000 years ago in China. Researchers have found they analyzed the genomes of plants from across the world. This new study, published in the journal Science Advances, said the genomic history of cannabis domestication has been understudied compared to other crop species.
I agree.
Largely due to legal restrictions. I know you've always said that. Why do they know so much about corn and so little about cannabis? Well, the researchers compiled 110 whole genomes covering the full spectrum of wild-growing feral plants, land races, historical cultivars, and modern hybrids of plants used for hemp and drug purposes. The study said it identified the time and the origin of domestication, post-domestication divergence patterns, and present-day genetic diversity. So 12,000 years ago. Oh, that must have been nice. The first person to hit that.
It wasn't the first person to hit it. It was the first person to be like, I'm taking this home with me. I'm going to stick it in the ground.
It's a beautiful plant like corn.
This is a corn-like plant.
Is it corn? Yes. It's very similar to sweet corn. But yeah, it's time to do some real studies. That's the problem with all this shit. We're not allowed to do anything or test anything or study anything because
it's illegal.
Because like Fox News is yelling about like reefer fucking madness. Like,
I was trying to figure this out. If you could, I've been trying to answer this question for myself. I haven't figured it out yet. And maybe I need to be more specific with the query. But if you could make one
you talking
thing,
to Seth Romatelli?
If you could make one thing in America illegal and one thing legal. One thing that's currently legal and make it illegal.
Something's legal. I want to make it illegal.
And something that is illegal that you'd like to make legal. And I guess maybe
milk and golf.
Wait, those are both legal.
Golf is still legal? Not bad. Milk/golf. I'd like to make illegal.
Okay.
So
you'd rather milk be illegal than bacon?
Milk, bacon, and golf.
This is three things. You're not doing it.
Golf.
Just golf. So golf's illegal.
Golf is now illegal.
What would you make legal?
Something that is illegal, and I want to make that legal.
I don't know. I mean, it has to winds up being, I mean, I don't know what, like, you could, it's like steroids in professional sports.
Because that is now illegal. You want that league, that steroid league.
I want that steroid league. I always have.
I'm gonna have to think about that.
That's why I've been thinking about it too, because it's
a lot, haven't you?
Well, I wouldn't say a lot, but enough to where I haven't come up with a good answer, and yet I feel like we there should be, you know.
So I got to think of something to say. That's illegal. That's absurd. That should be legal.
Yeah. Now, obviously, there's states to state stuff that we could easily say very quickly, like a woman's right to choose or something that's being threatened in certain states. I guess you could, I mean, that would be the obvious one, but I was thinking more, something, I guess, maybe on the federal level.
Gay men donating blood.
That's illegal?
That's illegal.
Still?
I don't know if illegal is the right word. Sanctioned in some way. So yeah, if it's, that's illegal. Yeah.
Wait.
Golf and homosexual men being allowed to donate blood.
Wait, homosexual men currently in 2021 are still being...
I think over the course of, because of coronavirus, things have been, it used to be, I don't know exactly. So I think in 85, I think is when it stopped.
Where
and
it
then
stopped.
they'd ask you, have you had sex with a man from 1977 on? I think they still do that. You used to not be able to donate blood. I think maybe the FDA made it 12 months now. You'd have to say like,
it's been 12 months since I've
been around a dick. I promise you. It might be less now because of coronavirus and there was a blood shortage.
I had no idea.
Any sanction to me is illegal.
Absolutely.
You're with me there.
Perfect answer.
Perfect. Golf is
a great answer.
And homosexual men donating blood.
There you go.
I did it. I solved it. Again, because my platform, common sense,
I'm running on.
compassion. Should we check that?
What was that?
Could be my old man and Max up at Fenway.
Check it to see if it was them.
Shit.
We had a little. We were waiting for an update.
Waiting for an update. The old man and the little bro were up at Fenway.
Peep that game real quick.
But there was a rain delay.
It was a rain delay, but they were still going to get an executive, a VIP.
I was going to say they were getting that VIP
tour.
Green Monster tour.
That was them?
Oh, this is the Green Monster calling. So,
all right. You want to
the Green Monster himself
taking this
is calling me to give me the update. So I will have to no message. But yeah, he must be like, I'm with Joe and Max right now, and we're like,
maybe he was calling to say that they've been
Ben Affleck, this is the town. We're shooting the town too. We're inside fucking Fenway Park. Holy shit. Is that training camp in Oxnard? Let me just say, any question you had about who was winning the Super Bowl, it's taken care of. I saw the Super Bowl champions last Thursday in Oxnard.
They look very promising.
I mean, when you see them at play, at work, and yet at play, and their bodies, you sensing that everything is a chef's kiss. So I was nervous going in. God, are we going to, maybe could we lose in the Super Bowl? Then I saw them practice, run around, whistles, Hard Knocks, Jane Slater, NFL Network. I was like, oh, we're going to win the Super Bowl. Everything. I showed up. I just announced, oh, everybody, I'm sorry. I came in here very pessimistic. My bad. Going to win Super Bowl late. Let me
Did you see any of your buds? Any of your?
I didn't see any of the homies.
None of the homies.
No.
It's a tough time in the world for travel and whatnot.
Can't be jumping on planes.
Yeah, a lot of these people would be running from other states and stuff.
But yeah, it's good. Just if you were worried, if you were in Vegas and you wanted to place a bet.
Do you know what your odds are right now?
They're 30-1, which is absurd. They should just be like, it's already so inevitable.
It's even money. It's 1 to 1.
Yeah, so we could give you like, you got to pay 10 to win 10. The Louisiana Superdome opened in 1975, a.k.a. the Superdome. In 2011, it became the Mercedes-Benz Superdome. Mm-hmm. Naming rights, if you will. We've got a new name. New naming rights. $138 million for the next 20 years. You'll now go see your New Orleans Saints at the Caesars Superdome. Make a fucking bet while you're there.
Caesars.
Caesars as in Caesars, not Little Caesars.
And not Caesars dressing.
Not Paul Newman's Caesars dressing.
Caesars Superdome.
Caesars Superdome. Caesars,
for how long?
Las Vegas.
Well, there's a Caesars in New Orleans, is there not? There must be.
Oh, there must be. That was it.
Riverboat Caesars.
Riverboat Caesars. I lost my kid's tuition, his college fund at the Riverboat Caesars.
Isn't there? Is it? Would that make sense? There's no
way.
there.
Anywhere there's gambling, there's going to be a sports book and a casino. So, just to give you an update on I always like to know, like, Quest became CenturyLink, became Lumen in Seattle. I like to know the naming rights of the stadiums I go to. Certainly in a season where.
So they own Haridas, and Haridas.
The Haridas is there. Yeah. So, God, I hope you can make a bet right in there. Because I know there's going to be a lot of gambling this year. The NFL's partnered up with DraftKings and FanDuel.
That's
and
the
maybe
deal.
Caesars. I think they're in the mix trying to get that like popping. So I want to roll right up in there, place my bets as the game is going on. It's going to be a run or a pass. I don't know. I just bet my daughter's college tuition for it to be a run. Oh, they passed? Hold on. I need to make a phone call.
Don't make that call.
I'm going to call my wife and tell her that I just bet all of our daughter's college tuition money on the next play being a run or a pass. I'm not sick, though. I don't have a sickness at all. It's not a sickness. I'll get it back on the next play. Oh, fuck. Fumble. Oh, no, I didn't have that. Oh, God, I keep losing money.
Do you know? Yeah, I mean, there has to be, like you're saying, I guess now that more states have legalized sports betting, that the professional sports are embracing it more. Because obviously it's always been
money.
I mean, not that you would probably categorize the two in the same group, but you personally.
Yeah.
But MMA is like,
Disgusting.
the UFC is like,
money.
Ultra betting. Like, it's very immersed, the gambling.
Like broken ankles? Like, I'm going to put $1,000 that this guy breaks
the shit
tendons? Out. Can I bet on tendons? Mel Gibson? Donald J. Trump? I salute you. I'm Mel Gibson. Wonderful man. From one wonderful man to another wonderful man. Salute you.
Melanie Gibson.
I'm Melanie Gibson and I salute you, sir. I'm a wonderful man. I've proven it over and over again. Yet I still fucking work non-stop.
But I still go to UFC and get like...
Go to UFC and get a standing ovation. But aren't you the guy on the PCH?
I'm Braveheart,
I'm
baby.
Braveheart, bro.
Jesus fucking Christ.
I'm Braveheart. Braveheart hates Jews. So fuck off. You're the guy that did the whole thing? You're the guy whose wife... We have all your phone recordings of all the things you say that we can't talk about or say because they were so fucking insane and racist. Yeah, I'm that guy, Braveheart Gibson. Pussy cuck. Back to the MMA salute, Donald J. Trump. Fucking losers.
It's a wild world.
It's a wild world.
We talked about it a lot. It's
wild world.
It's not cool.
Why?
It's not a
MGK? Melanie Gibson? DJT? Bunch of like YouTube guys?
Yep.
What's not cool about that?
Steve-O.
Steve-O, maybe, if you're
Trump?
lucky?
Trump loves
I said DJT's in the house. Oh, man. Cool. Wicked cool.
Yeah.
Remember that Ali fight back in Madison Square Garden where it was just like, oh my God, like a player's pimp ball, all the dudes coming out, every fucking person, every writer, movie star, like, wow, this looks incredible. What's going on here now?
Well, we got MGK.
Well, those are the Nelk boys. They're YouTube stars.
And the Nelk
boys? Yeah, they got like 9 million Instagram followers, and they're hanging out. There's Addison Rae. She'll be in the upcoming Netflix film, She's All That. Wow, it's rough. We have a show I think it's in Milwaukee on Halloween weekend.
Yeah.
So I was looking at Milwaukee. I don't want to just talk about Milwaukee all the time, but I had Milwaukee on the mind. They have
because of your Bucks.
Because there you go. They did it for us.
Your sister
My
team.
sister team did it. Greek freak, like I said. You think football will be going on at that point? I think they'll probably have forgotten about this, or can we still ride that?
Can the Brewers win the World Series too?
No. But can we walk out on the stage and like?
Are they remotely in the mix?
No. Can we get some residual like Bucks flavor? We can still, right? They haven't won in 50 years.
Oh,
we can come out with our jerseys.
Oh, dude, you came out with a fucking.
Come out with I can't say his name. I'll just say first name, my Giannis jersey. Place will go crazy. Oh, I'm gonna do that. That's just you come out in a Bucks sweatshirt, you got the crowd right there.
Just bring them in.
Right in. I ain't wearing a Packers jersey, I'll tell you that right now. That little punk showed up today. I thought he was going to retire. He showed up today.
Oh,
in his sandals and his backpack, hair up in a ponytail. Oh, his camp? Oh, his football start today? Oh, I forgot. Oh, my God. I've just been with my lady chilling in Hawaii. Oh, yeah, open-toe sandals, backpack, fucking board shorts, like carrying a little back ponytail. Is football starting? Okay. Yeah, it's starting. Oh, is that today? Okay, I guess I'll just kill it like I do. I know. Oh. Anyway, Wisconsin State Fair is preparing to return this summer. Pandemic wiped it out for the first time in 75 years last year. So they're going to be back August 5th to the 15th. They've got a bunch of increased sanitation protocols in place and mask requirements, vaccine passports, rapid testing. They're going to make sure this goes off without a hitch.
How'd that 60,000 outside of the arena treat?
Oh, yeah.
I mean, they didn't seem to be too worried about it.
Maybe you only win the championship if it's every 50 years. You're like, fuck it.
I don't care.
Long hauler. I don't care.
Put me in the hospital.
Yeah, next time we win, my lung damage from 50 years ago. They're having a young people's art exhibit.
How young?
Ooh, it's 6 to 12.
I was going to say, like 10 and under?
Recognizes its 53rd year of celebrating artwork created by youth across Wisconsin from public, private, and home schools. Oh, man, that's going to be tough. You're going to see a lot of great art. I'm going to guarantee you that. From like the 11-year-olds, the 12-year-olds, artists. What you're also going to see, though, Jonathan, is a lot of wicked bad art. Hate to say it. Love you, kid. Keep drawing. Be creative. Here's crayons. But Jonathan.
What, that 7-year-old homeschooler?
The 7-year-old homeschooler? Look. Look, Mommy. It's rock. It's the rock. It's John Cena. No. Listen. Who loves the arts more than me? I want to celebrate these kids. The good ones. My problem is, you could fuck a kid up. Getting a submission into a...
I feel like I've been...
My son's been working on this. I've been recognized. Oh, yeah. Yeah, you got recognized when Seth and Jonathan walked in and saw your fucking shitty-ass landscape.
So you're saying they should be...
They should be vetted first.
Like, but in a real way.
Oh,
not with kids' gloves.
Not with parents, not with fucking administrators.
Be like, this sucks.
Yeah.
Move on.
I mean, bring in professional artists.
This is awesome.
From New York City that live in big lofts. And they'll be like...
So you don't want to encourage kids who probably don't...
Nope. Don't need to be. You got it or you don't.
You either got it or you don't.
It's certainly artists. You know, fucking... Some people, like, they can just fucking draw. There's kids, I mean... Not this Pictionary bullshit. You see some of these kids, you're going to know, like, look, fuck, a 12-year-old did that? What is that? It's abstract and beautiful. And then you're going to look at other ones, you're going to be like, fuck, a 12-year-old did that. That's fucking bad. What is it? Is it John Cena? I think it's The Rock. Fuck, man.
So you don't want that to...
Oh, I don't want any kids to get hurt. Laughed at.
But you mean... Yeah, well, the thing is maybe that they're trying to...
You don't need to encourage him. If the kid's got it, he's got it.
Yeah.
If she got it, she knows it.
Yeah.
Nothing you can tell her. Future is female. She'll look you dead in the eye and be like, what the fuck? You know the fuck you're talking about. Punk. You don't think this is good? Watch and wait. But other kids, it could hurt them. It could fuck them up forever.
Well, because it gives them a false sense of...
Gives them that. It's also like their drawing sucks. And everyone's going to be pointing at it and being like, that one sucks. And the kid's going to be in the back like, oh my God. All day.
Behind a mirror.
Behind a cow. There's like 3,000 cows at this fucking place. How many fucking cows can you get at a state fair? Can you imagine how many fucking livestock is at this fair?
You think more there?
More livestock than people.
And beer?
It's going to just be a beer and cheese fucking emporium. Everyone's going to be fucking eating fucking mozzarella sticks and drinking beer and like, that's a great drawing. That's the problem with your state. You're hepped up on fucking booze and mozzarella sticks and everyone can draw. They can't. They can't. Hey, put your beer down, Judge. Because you're like, got it twisted.
It's all squeak and beer.
So 6-year-olds and 7-year-olds, it's so young that it's like, I'm just worried about like 12-year-olds. 10 even is, 10 is like, oh, that's good. That's good.
But 12 and sucking is...
12? Putting it up on a wall to be laughed at by the whole state? That's damage.
Yeah,
That's definite like therapy, like...
Yeah.
20 years from now, like at a fucking
free
therapist,
clinic.
at a free clinic, because there's no talking about that one time you hid behind a cow and watched everybody laugh at your landscape. That was actually John Cena. I saw that fucking guy. He's
where
on TV where I see everybody. If I saw this guy in real life, it'd tell him straight up. He's got his costume on from Suicide Squad. I don't know. It's bad. I'm sure that's the gist of the. I don't know. They're like kind of kooky in that or whatever.
They're ragtag
like
bunch.
Meta. Like whatever his rig out is, it's like not cool. It's not fucking Batman or anything. Like we saw our boy. He looks so fucking stupid, and he was like signing autographs outside of Jimmy Kimmel like after he's on the show, and I wanted to just be like, "You look so fucking stupid." I would just love to say that to him. Because what's he going to do? Punch me in the face? He can't do that.
I mean,
if he accidentally,
if he wants to, let him.
Oh, if he wants to, let him.
Lean into
I'm in the next Suicide Squad wearing his stupid outfit. I would be like, hey, John, you look so fucking stupid. He'd be like, it's for a movie, man. Like, okay, cool. Yeah, and?
I feel like you used to like him. You've gone south on him.
Never liked him, but I didn't.
Did you see the Marine in the theater?
It could have been. Things happen.
Could have been.
Things can happen.
It happened.
Hey, dude.
Mr. Cena?
You look fucking stupid. He would be like, he'd realize, I can't punch him. I can't.
You're like,
I'm just like, hey. Yeah, he's good. He like learned like Mandarin so he could like take over that. I mean, these guys they're fucking smart.
Yeah, no dummy.
Yeah. I can't say 6 words after 9 years of French, and he knows that like our overlords, they're gonna, I have to learn the language of the
new overlords.
Of the only place our fucking movies play, so I'll learn the language.
So he's just the biggest
Then
star
I'll
ever.
call Taiwan a country, but I guess they said it's not a country, so we had to apologize because they're like,
We'll kill you.
We'll kill you. I mean, no, we won't, but we will. And would you like your movie to play here? So that's business. That's savvy, right? I mean, fuck. But you know what though?
You look stupid.
You look fucking stupid.
So there.
So what's up? Hey, listen, you're like killing it. Obviously, You're in every movie, and everyone loves you, and you're great, and you're rock light. But like, you look fucking stupid. It's for a movie, man. Cool. All right. My bad. You'll have to look it up. The image.
I'll look it up.
Just look up right now John Cena in Suicide Squad. And you'll be like, oh my God, he actually does look so fucking stupid. whatever this funny costume they've put him in for comedic effect, I'm sure. Because I think this is movie, it's like kind of tongue in cheek. Is that the new style where they're like kind of aware? They're like cool, like it's superhero, but it's like post superhero.
Yeah.
Right? That's pretty stupid.
That's super
stupid.
Super stupid.
You'd say the same thing, right? Jonathan, what's up?
Dude, he is jacked.
Yeah, big boy.
Look at those fucking arms.
Great,
Holy
great.
Moses,
Veins. What are those veins going to do to my head, do you think?
I mean,
let them!
Let them. Good Lord, let them.
Good Lord, let them.
Please, God,
Please unleash those veins after I tell you how stupid you look.
But man, he did look stupid, though. You're not lying.
When we settle that, what will we settle that out of court for if he punched me outside of Jimmy Kimmel? If I'm walking to Demands Chinese to see a movie, I see him coming out, I'm like, hey man, you look fucking stupid.
Breaks me.
Yeah, that's just it. Would I be able to like not be physically altered in my face? And also, will I have long-term neurological damage?
No. You might.
Maybe he just pushes me, but I go back and like.
No, I think you want him to.
You want to punch? He has to punch.
He has to punch you in the face.
I don't know if I could handle that.
If you want like a good 10, 20 million.
I do. I don't know. I was thinking more like our attorneys get together and it's like $610,000.
Oh, no. We're talking.
Oh, you think
so
I could
let him push you then. Just you let him
push you 600?
Pull a fucking break an ankle or something.
I'll do that. I don't want to get punched. I'd rather get pushed for 600,000 than punched for 9 million.
I would definitely rather him.
Well, what if he breaks your fucking jaw? You fix it. Fix it.
Let him.
Kanye broke his jaw. Look at him. He's on top of the world. He's living in Mercedes-Benz Stadium in Atlanta. That's what we need to do. Move into a stadium.
Is he living there?
He lives there now.
What a fucking weirdo.
Just live in the stadium. That's where I make my beats. In the stadium?
Well, it's where they're going to wind up. You got to go.
You got to go, dog. People live here or work here.
Zoetis, the world's largest producer of medicine and vaccines for pets and livestock. Founded in 1952, they're based in Parsippany, New Jersey. Zoetis roughly translates from the derived Latin zoological word zoetic, meaning pertaining to life. Zoos across the U.S. have been administering the company's animal COVID-19 vaccine to virtually all the different animals in their zoos. They have donated over 11,000 doses to over 70 zoos in their experimental vaccine.
Experimental? Oh boy.
Mutants.
Oh my God.
Cue the mutants.
Mutant Tiger King 2. The mutants.
Rise of the mutants.
Rise of the mutants. Joseph Exotique.
Good for them.
Though. Good for them.
Right?
I think, no, because I've read about like animals that have not gotten it. They're like straight have coronavirus. They're like, achoo.
Like Trump.
Like sneezing, like, yeah, let me tell you something. Taking masks and like throwing them at the people. Baboon's getting crazy. Take your mask.
Well,
I got a vaccine.
I didn't know that was.
Yeah, I mean that's a lot of. How many? That's a lot of doses. That's a lot of.
I
animals.
didn't realize that the animals were under threat of it. I guess obviously it makes sense. I
mean, we're all we're on the animal kingdom, are we not?
Yes, we are.
TNT Sunday nights, Animal Kingdom.
This show episode of the UhhYeahDude
by Animal Kingdom. So that's good. That's a good company. It's just the experimental part. I'm a little, but isn't our vaccine experimental?
Sure is.
It is or isn't?
Sure is.
Do you think your back pain has anything to do with the
definitely
with the shot?
Yeah,
the Moderna shot. I mean, I heard the Moderna shot. You slip discs.
It lubes the discs.
Lubes the magnets for the slippage. Discs for the slippage. And there's no lawsuit, right? We can't by doing the vaccine. We signed off somewhere on like
I don't know.
Has to be right.
I don't know.
It's not going to be like a bunch of guys like, oh my back.
Be like
you and a bunch of dudes, class action.
You said it was cool.
You said it was okay.
If it happened.
You took it. You let somebody put it in you. Isn't that like tacit approval? Sticking your arm out, letting a stranger jab something. That's it. You don't have to do anything. If you drive somewhere, pull your fucking shirt up and let a stranger jab you, you're basically saying like, I'm letting you do this. It's not as if like while you were sleeping, people ran into your house.
I'm trusting that you have done
whatever it is,
the necessary research in order to do this and it not harm me
My back.
negatively,
Which it
or
did.
my back.
It's not as if you were making coffee
And somebody,
in
like-
the Palm Desert and like fucking Tom Cruise, like Mission Impossible, down in and jabbed you in the calf, and you'd be like, I did not
Ask for
ask for this, and my back hurts. You drove somewhere.
Yeah,
You
waited
got a
in
tank.
line.
You wore a tank top specifically for the event.
Put it in Mr. T.
Yeah, let me tee it. Drop him right in. Again, let's hope for the best. I hope. The animals, we need to protect them. I've seen some animals that get the sniffles without it, so it's obvious it's probably protecting. We need to get more dosage. We need to get more zoos. I mean, can you put a mask on, like,
It's hard.
yeah, it's very hard. What else how are you going to do that? Let me put those fucking Olympic masks from Nike. You're going to drop that on a fucking monkey somewhere? You're going to be like, get the fuck out of here. Or maybe he won't. Maybe he'll put it on and be like, what's up?
I look dope.
Your masks suck. I look dope.
And it's crazy.
Your blue ones that you don't know what's up and what's down. How come 2 years later I can't fucking figure out which the top, what's the fucking bottom? How come I ask Samantha every time is it the white on the outside or the blue on the outside? You stupid fuck.
It's the blue,
It's
right?
the blue. Why do you have to ask her? I don't know.
You know what I don't like seeing is like people walking into places with masks that are like pilling.
Hate it. Hate it.
It's like so disgusting.
Hate it.
It's
Just billowing. Just want to like put your index finger and middle finger in there and just kind of right on the hook 'em on the mouth. What are you doing, man?
This
Every
thing
day
is,
for a couple years, get your shit together.
pilling is
Pilling,
like
billowing. From the
Oof.
billowing mask line. Tough.
888-842-2357.
Call that voicemail.
This is episode 874. As Seth said, we do have some live shows coming up.
Well, we should probably just
Let's just deal with the one we have directly in
when
front
you're
of us.
listening this show, it will be like
Imminent.
yes, you'll be listening.
August 7th, my birthday
Yes.
in Los
Birthday
Angeles.
show.
Tickets available for there's 2 shows.
Okay.
And I believe there are actually some tickets available for both shows.
How's that possible? I thought we sold out the first
Because
show.
I think it changed the regulations, the capacities have changed.
Okay.
So it seems as though there's still a handful of tickets available for the early show and for the late show. Please
come to that show.
Come to that show. We
Again,
are
we are rolling with this in real time up until August 7th.
yeah.
I'm assuming we want to be ultimately as safe as possible. We're not exactly, and we've spoken to the venue, like, what's going on? Like,
Yeah, I mean,
what's going on in our city? What's going on now with the CDC
Yeah.
nationwide on this date, which is the 27th? I think that masks are encouraged.
encouraged
I don't believe- I
/
don't know.
possibly required.
Vaccination. What?
We are not going to be checking vaccination certification. What they called? That's not what it's called.
Passports? What do they call them? Vaccine passport? What do they call? It's all
We don't have the.
actual passports though. We're checking.
We are checking
wanna see where
actual.
you've been.
We want to know where you've been
We want to talk
in your
about
life.
it. Went to Greece. How is Greece?
But yeah, obviously masks are encouraged / required.
Are they? They might be mandatory.
They are. There's a mandatory mask mandate in the city. However,
Okay, in the
once
city of Los
we are
Angeles.
in that venue with a bar being open
Then
for
it makes
business,
it
then people are going to be able to pull their mask down in order to drink, so they
Drink
can't
beer.
really regulate. So
Okay.
everyone's supposed to be on their best behavior
Okay.
and use their best judgment and keep other people's safety in
Paramount
mind
in
as
mind.
well.
So in the city of LA, there is an indoor mask mandate. So
As
if
of-
you might be
as of
coming
right now.
from somewhere else, it might not be where you're at.
I think it's federal now again, isn't it? I don't fucking know.
Maybe they're just recommendations.
We are going to be there. We're gonna.
Yes.
Everyone's going
On
to be
Jonathan's
doing
birthday.
what they can to keep everyone safe. But we are. It is. I find it very unlikely that there is going to be any type of shutdown or cancellation of the show prior
Tuesday,
to
Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday.
It's
Tuesday,
just.
Thursday.
It's not going to happen.
The show is like from when we're
it's very-
recording
very
now.
soon.
It's like less than 2 weeks
Yeah.
away. Tuesday,
So
Tuesday.
hopefully,
11 days away. 10
hopefully, it all goes off.
Hopefully, when you see Jonathan get that diamond like engraved 44 Magnum for his 44th birthday when he opens up that jewelry box, and I present him with that beautiful bejeweled 44 Magnum that I've been working on for like 6 months. Some of the finest custom makers in Kentucky have been working on.
That would be...
I mean, could you imagine?
That would be the
Just
coolest.
pull that out, put that in your face from 2 feet away because I put an extra extendo barrel on it. It is so custom, so beautiful.
But yeah, we're excited to do it, and we
Very excited to
hope
do
you
it.
guys are excited to be there. And there's gonna be new merch available and all that stuff. So come and say hello. Come back for another episode of this show when we
875.
return. I guess that'll be 870. Oh no, 875.
Yeah.
And then go to our website, OhhYeahDude.com, and if you can, please go to our Patreon page and pledge to us. Thank you to everybody who has upped their pledges. We asked
amazing.
last week. We're going to start phasing out $1 and $3 pledge level. The $1 and $3 pledge level or pledge tier on Patreon, just because it's going to be simpler. It makes more sense for us financially. We're asking for people who currently are pledging at the $1 and $3 level to consider pledging up to $5. We are going to stop accepting $1 and $3 pledges, and then eventually we will phase out $1 and $3 pledges entirely. Anyway, thank you to everybody who heeded our call, who I've been getting updates and people going and changing those pledges. It means so much to us. If you haven't thought about pledging to the show, please consider doing so. We are advertising free and commercial free. We are fully listener supported, and it means everything to us. So thank you to everybody who does, and please consider doing so if you haven't.
What a lovely model to just, again, in the NPR PBS model of
Yes.
just presenting this content. I want to thank you again for inventing podcasting, for sort of forging the way, for being a pioneer. Again, it's just so nice just to think that I always think about you whenever I hear whenever I hear about another podcast.
You're like, there
I
he
wonder,
goes
like,
again.
have they? Oh, there he goes again, inventing it. Inventing like a $1 billion industry, medium,
Please.
artistic or craft, a whole new, basically a whole new way that as Americans we make our way through the world is with podcasting. It's so this essential, daily. It's
Thanks
like
to- thanks to me.
Thanks, Jonathan. I guess. I was watching the Catch and Kill, the podcast tapes. Ronan Farrow. It's a 6-episode HBO. It's sort of about kind of detailing a story about Harvey Weinstein, how they put it all together. Because it took the podcast and have this film version, and I just was like, I hope that Ronan, I hope he texted Jonathan that you have this show on HBO.
Because of you.
I hope he thanked you. I hope Harvey Weinstein hates you, but I hope Ronan loves you. And I've always felt that way.
Yeah.
I hope Harvey Weinstein hates Jonathan, and I hope Ronan Farrow loves Jonathan. So yeah, 888-842-2357, toll-free voicemail. You call that voicemail, you can share your thoughts on the show.
That fucking the 3-2-1, the Paul McCartney thing.
Yeah.
That I didn't know that the Dear Prudence is about Prudence Farrow, who wouldn't come out of her fucking house when they were all like in India.
There you go.
And
So you did get something.
I got a few of those. I mean, I got quite a few. But I didn't. Somehow that story had missed me.
Eluded you.
Such a good little limited run little series there. Shot incredibly well. Sounds amazing.
Oh, I love that. Pushing
it's
up those.
just
What would that? Is that a? What's the proper name for what he's?
a mixing console.
A mixing console. They should just make a show called Mixing Consoles because I
Well,
just love watching dudes press the buttons and
what
bring
is the VH1 one classic albums?
Classic albums.
I mean, most
Just
of
did-
those you start dealing
They
with.
just did Queen.
Yeah.
Night at the Opera. They're doing Fleetwood Mac next week.
They-
Mark Ronson has a show coming up, and
He's going to do that kind
He's
of.
going to sit down and like talk about us. I don't know if it's about an album or a song. I love when fucking fools
When you get to just hear
push
the-
up. Oh, I love it.
Yeah, I mean,
Love
those
it.
Beatles tunes sound so good, and then all of a sudden you've got
Oh.
Rick Rubin and Paul McCartney in 2021, like jamming levels and
Love
actually
those
making
levels.
like alternate
Jamming
mixes.
Levels, that's the name of it. Jamming
Jamming
levels
with
with
Mark
Jonathan
Ronson.
Larroquette. Love when you do that.
But yeah, it's
When they bring that down,
It's worth a watch.
Oh, I love that shit.
Easy watch.
Nice.
Inspirational.
Yes.
Life affirming, confirming.
Inspiración.
Still the high watermark of music and record
that.
making, in
Like
my
that.
opinion. I mean, it matters just as much now as it did. I mean, you hear it and you're like, oh, this still hasn't been done better. Like, this is crazy. It's just
Try to stay away from that Beck, Paul McCartney jam. Try to stay away from that one.
okay.
Try to stay away from that
This
one.
one is dealing with Wings and Before. So
Just try to stay away from this new one where they like fucking De Niro like take his age down, and
Don't.
and he's walking a hallway and the body's weird, and it's young Paul and they're making my music, music.
Maca music.
Some of that David Crosby. Listen to all that new David Crosby. Ooh, 80 years old. Sing it, David. People love that though.
Some people.
You got some Donald Fagen tracks on there. Ooh, fucking penned tracks. David and his kid. I mean, music is funny because it's like, I'm watching that Icon on PBS, the rock photography.
That just shut down.
All right, we're done. Come back for 8:75.
Yeah, you still got yours on.
Anyway, so what I really want to talk about is my kind of shit. What I'm about.
Come back.
Yes, yeah. Anyway, let me just say it. It's all about, I think it's 6 episodes. It's been 2. Man, the people are really good back in the 70s. Some of these fucking outfits and some of these fucking dudes and some of these ladies. And I don't know if it's, I don't know what it is. If it's just things that are already ingrained in us that like, or maybe everything was just better. But man, they fucking, some of these pictures, just people look really great.
Better.
Better.
Doing it better.
Make it better.
Doing it for the first time and doing it better.
I guess they're doing it. They look great.
Come back for
Yes,
8:75. Seatbelts.
Seatbelts.